Hey everybody, it's Daryl back again. I'm going to do a quick little video and give you a quick rundown of what's been going on the past couple weeks. I've got some videos that I've done. There's something out there in the field. I don't know if it's a coyote or what. I just pulled in over here at the cow barn. It's 9:10. He's got orange eyes. I'm betting it's a coyote. Might have to do a little something about that. Speaking of that, the reason why I'm out late right now is we had a swarm at the house. I don't know what hive it come out of or where the bees come from, because I'm pretty sure I ain't got nothing at the house that's strong enough to swarm right now. And because of the stuff that I did in the previous videos at the house, I should have been able to prevent them from swarming. But we had a swarm at the house either way. Hope said she was over here at the cow shelter 2 days ago, and a swarm went over the top of the cow shelter and went somewhere. And I told her, I said, I don't know where it come from, because the hives we got over here, they ain't strong enough to swarm either. So I don't know if we got some wild colonies around here swarming or what's going on, but we're pulling up here to the cow barn now, and I got to unlock the gate. I've got the swarm that I caught this morning at the house. I've got it in the back of the truck, and then I've got a swarm that showed up over at my mother's house. I had I put a swarm or a hive sitting on top of a ladder over there last year around this time, because she had a few bees checking her house out, and nothing ever come of it. And she called me 2 days ago and she said, honey, there's bees everywhere. So we had a swarm move into it, and it's a heavy swarm. So I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of bees in there, but I'm gonna set these up over here at the cow shelter, and I'm gonna take y'all along with me. I did not bring my tripod with me, so I'm gonna have to see if I can balance it out somewhere where we can make it happen. But I'm gonna put these bees probably over here up against the woods. I'm probably gonna move all my bees down that way. I want to get them away from the cow shelter, but I don't want them too far out where it'll be a pain in the butt to get to have to work or check on. So I'm probably gonna put these over there at the woods. The three that I've already got over here now, they'll probably end up over there if I like where they're at. So let's get the gate unlocked and get down there, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Let's see if it'll sit there on the dash of the truck. So I think I said a while ago, it's 9:15 right now. I'm glad I don't have my old job, because I'd be really dragging in the morning. Thanks to the job I got now, I don't get up till 6:30, and I could actually get up later than that, but I get up in the morning and I look after the chickens. I moved the chicken coops, or the mobile chicken tractors, and then I make sure everybody else is doing good. And then I go to work. So we're gonna pull back here and see what we're doing. We just went through the cow shelter and back around. As you can see, I don't know if you can really tell from the video, but we rented a grain drill from Cumberland County Ag Extension Office, and we come out here and planted some Bermuda grass. We got 2 different types of Bermuda grass. Fescue, the Kentucky 32. And then we've also got a little bit of clover mixed in with it. But I'm gonna bring these hives down here, and for tonight, I'm just gonna set them on the ground, and I'll come back this afternoon or tomorrow when I get off work and get them back up off the ground. But for tonight, they'll be fine. Just stepped on the pine cone. Now those, that swarm I caught at the house today, I put the queen into a clip. And when they did at Mama's house, I'm not worried about caging that queen because she's been in there. Today be day number 2 and they haven't left yet. And they chose that box, so I'm not worried about them leaving. The only time I cage the queen is when I go and actually catch a swarm. And the reason why I cage that queen is, or put her in a clip, is because I don't want her to leave. Sometimes when you catch a swarm, they don't like the box they're in, they don't like their location, they'll actually leave. I drove all the way to Tar Heel one time, which was 45 minutes one way to get a swarm. I didn't cage the queen like I always say I do. Got back home that night and got up next morning when before I left to go to work, and they were gone. So cage your queens, put them in a clip, put them in a queen cage that comes with your little packages or whatever. That way they don't leave. I leave them in there for probably 2 days and then I let them out. I mean, they're not gonna start laying in 2 days anyway. That gives the worker bees time to go out, get resources, bring them back in and get everything rocking and rolling. That way when you let your queen out, she's already going and doing what she needs to do. She's got the cells to lay in, and you're not really hurting your swarm any at all. So let's get these out at the back of the truck and we'll set them over here where they're gonna be at. And I'll bring some cinder blocks over here tomorrow. I might go get my other stand that I built and bring it down here and put it up. But I'm gonna put them over here in the far corner of the property. That way they're nowhere near the bee or nowhere near the cow barn. So if we do like farm tours and stuff, we don't have to worry about the bees being up at the cow shelter. They're a little bit further out. Because I have had bees buzz my head, and I mean they're 75, 100 yards from the cow shelter, but from here they're closer to 150, 200 yards. So for safety issues, as far as if we open the farm up and let people come do tours. So I'm gonna put y'all back on the dash if I can get y'all to stay, and we'll do video of me coming back and forth with the hives. Alrighty, the light in this truck's crap, but we got the hives put over there. The first one I put in was the one from Mother's house, and then the other one was from my house. And then I've got an extra frame that I'm gonna put in there once I take the queen out of the clip, because I've actually got the clip turned sideways in the hive. That way they can get to the queen a little bit easier. So we're gonna get out of here. And once we get a little bit better light, I got some more stuff I need to tell y'all. Yes, it's bumpy, but I wanted y'all to see the cow shelter in the lights of the truck. So I know y'all can't see me worth a crap, but y'all can at least hear me talk and kind of go in and out of the light. Today is April 27th, and as some of y'all may know, that's been with us for a while, today is 3 years ago that Wyatt left us. At this point in time, 3 years ago at 9:22, we were waiting for family to get in to say their goodbyes to Wyatt before we give them permission to shut all the machines down. If you don't know, Wyatt was our 3-year-old little boy who was diagnosed with leukemia 2 weeks before his 3rd birthday, which is when most kids that have leukemia or are diagnosed with leukemia, they're around that age. It's normally around 3 years old. And most of the time, well, I won't say most of the time, one of the big factors that your kid has leukemia at that age, and this might sound a little strange, and it didn't happen to Wyatt, but ankle pain. I don't know what it is about it, but they have issues and they have ankle pain to the point where their parents take them to the doctor and they run a test to check their white blood cell count, and they find out that their kid's got leukemia. Wyatt, he was just tired, lethargic, very run down, which is a sign of low white blood cells. So let me lock this gate and we'll pick this up. But yeah, that's how we figured out that Wyatt had it. Was I mean, it was about 2 weeks. He got to where he didn't feel good, and he was tired all the time. And what had happened with him was he had woke up that morning and had got him something to eat, and Hope got to missing him, and he had actually gone back there and laid down in his bed and was trying to go back to sleep. Wyatt slept with us. Hope called me. She said, I'm going to take him and get him checked out. Something's definitely going on. And that's when we got the news from our doctor. Hey, we're sending y'all to UNC. Something's going on. He's got I think it's either his red or his white blood cell counts was low. So we went up there, talked to Dr. Gold and his people, and they come in and said, hey, the little boy's got leukemia. Hey, but the good thing about it is he's got the good leukemia. 90% chance that he's going to kick this. Little boys, 3 years treatment. Little girls, 2 years treatment. To get over the leukemia stuff when they have to go through the radiation and all the different treatments that they got. So hold on, we'll pick this up at the house. Alrighty, so we just pulled in the driveway at the house, and yes, I did have my seatbelt on. I just took it off. So went to UNC, talked to Dr. Gold and all them other stuff, and within 1 day we had his port put in, and he already got his first treatment for his leukemia. What happened to Wyatt was he got some kind of rare infection that was in his intestines, and it ended up killing his intestines, his stomach, and his liver, and that's what ended up killing him. So in theory he died from leukemia, but in actuality, however you say that, he ended up dying because of infection caused from his treatments. Because when you have leukemia, they pretty much destroy everything in your body as far as your white blood cells and everything else, so you don't have an immune system. The people at UNC told us that was the first time that they had ever seen it in a leukemia patient, which did make us feel good. I mean, nobody wants to be the first when it comes to something like that, but that's what ultimately killed Wyatt. So today, like I said earlier, makes 3 days or 3 years that he's been gone. So I actually went to work today. I normally don't work today, and I normally take off his birthday, which is April 9th. And then I also normally take off today. But I've not been at my job for so long, and I didn't want to take off. I'm trying to be a good employee, and I think I cut those off, the lights in the truck. I'll be able to tell you here in a few minutes. But anyway, on to some little bit happier news. think one of them's still on. I'll fix that. But on to better news. Since we've done a video last, our Cornish cross are almost the size to be processed. I'm walking around in front of the house. I want to show you something. This is the super moon. I don't know if y'all can really tell how big that is, but it is a Mondo moon, and it just come up. Yesterday when it came up, it was bright red because it came up earlier, so that means that the sun was shining on it, and it was a little bit brighter red. But what I was going to tell y'all is, get over here closer to my outdoor light. The Cornish cross are about ready to be processed. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do it this weekend. I'm not going to do a video on that because it'll probably end up being demonetized, and there's plenty of videos out there on the internet about how to process Cornish crosses. I've bought a scalder and a plucker, and I'm gonna do 40 chickens, probably right by myself. Hope's got something going on Saturday. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on Saturday or Sunday, but I'm gonna do it this weekend. So we're gonna have 40 Cornish cross going to freezer camp. Our laying hens are doing good. But one of the things I wanted to show y'all, I'm gonna have to get back in the dark again, but one of the things that we've got that I want to tell y'all about is over at Hope's mom and daddy's house. But we'll do that when we get over here closer to the other stuff. You have to excuse the mess in here, but you can't really see them. Let me lift this up. Sneak y'all under here. Something I've wanted for a long time. Those are bourbon red turkeys. Went and picked them up today. And we also had that right there, a chicken hatch out today. I've got a few eggs. Oh, and this little guy right here is a quail. But I got some quail and some chicken eggs that are hatching out. In the incubator. But I don't have very many of those in there right now. But I have ordered me another incubator that should be shipped out on the week of the March 15th, which is only 2 weeks away. But it's a little bit bigger incubator, and I'm gonna try to start hatching some quail and stuff out. The main reason why I got the chickens that I got, as far as these, is because these are all heritage breed birds, and these barred rocks are dual purpose birds. And I think these are ocelotes, which is also a dual purpose bird. And I got them so we can, once we get where they're laying pretty good, we can actually start producing our own chickens. And we ain't got to worry about if stuff goes south, trying to worry about a hatchery or anything else like that. We can actually have dual purpose birds. The other thing I wanted to tell y'all about, but that I'm not going to be able to show y'all today, is I got Hope something. Well, it's kind of all of us is, but I bought something for Hope, and it is a mule. She's named it Molly, which I'm not a big fan of Molly the mule, but sometimes you just got to let stuff go. But anyway, Molly the mule, I might throw a picture up of her. I bought her from a guy. She's supposed to be 5 years old, and she's supposed to be saddle broke, but I don't think she's ever been rude. So we might do some videos on me breaking a mule. I haven't broke a horse in a while. I used to do that when I was younger. But, I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can actually break a horse, no matter what your age. My phone took a screenshot. But you could break a horse no matter what your age, and You can pretty much get the craziness out of them before you actually ever get on them. Of course, they're still going to act up a little bit, but I mean, you can kind of get them fine-tuned and get them to know the commands as far as whoa and easy and all that other stuff. But you'll need a round pen for that, and that's probably something else I'm gonna buy before I go to breaking this mule. But she's a pretty mule. She's 5 years old. She's around 15 hands high. For all y'all people that's horse people, you kind of know how high that is. And 15 hands is around, if your Hope's height, it's about shoulder length, shoulder height, which is a good size. She ain't too big and she ain't too small. And hopefully this wind's not gonna screw everything up too bad. But we got the mule and all that good stuff. We got the mule, we got the turkeys. Chickens are gonna be ready for processing this weekend. The other birds are doing good. We rented a grain drill and drilled the Bermuda and the fescue and the clover over there at the cow shelter. We worked on that grain drill probably about as much as we used it. We between me and Andy, we got it figured out and got it running like it was halfway decent, but towards the end the slip clutch started messing up, and we finally ended up getting tired of messing with it. And I told him, I said, if you're on hook for this thing, I'll take it to the house, suck all the seed that's left out of it, and I'll take this thing back. So I ended up, what we didn't drill, I ended up putting it in a spreader and walking around and spreading it with a push spreader. We got some rain this weekend, so hopefully it's going to go ahead and come on up. So, but that's the update for that. Little reminder of what today is for us. It's not been the best day in the world, but it gets easier every year. I reckon the pain doesn't go away, but you just learn to deal with it. He was my little buddy. Whatever Daddy was doing, he wanted to be there with it, which is the way Waylon is now, but he would have been 5 years old this year. When his birthday come around, he'd had his own little friends from school. So we got the preacher's son. He was born around the same time Wyatt was, and I was at the lake wire in the house, and Hope had to go to that birthday party, and that's always a hard one to go to. So just wanted to give you an update on what was going on. I don't know how long this video is going to be because it's broke up in so many pieces, but I'm going to run in the house, try to edit it, get it to upload, and hopefully it'll be up on the 28th when I get up in the morning. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the update. If you're new to the channel, thanks for being here. If this is your first video that you're watching of us, sorry it was not the most joyful video, but it's a little glimpse of what we got going on and what's to come. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all on the next one.